Here we go.
Fabulous.
Love how you do it.
Fabulous.
Fabulous Blue Bombers.
Fabulous.
Fabulous. The Fabulous Blue Bomber Show.
On Shaw TV, brought to you by Moxie's. Now here are your hosts, Kim Babbage and Brody Jackson.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to this week's edition of the Fabulous Blue Bomber Show here on Shaw TV. I'm Kim Babbage, Rock and Rudy Gower on camera, Brody Jackson right here from QX 104. First day of practice in Tim Burke's new regime, and you can see behind us there's a lot more fans watching practice than usual.
Well, a lot of people were kind of curious as to how the practice was going to run,
yeah.
right? And he's making everyone run, even
running.
The fans.
Yeah, right.
Have been running.
It honestly is running differently. Normally, between drills, players walk. Sometimes they saunter.
Saunter is
they
a good
mosey.
word.
They
Yeah.
mosey. They're running full speed today, and that is one of the things Tim Burke came out and said he was going to do, which was make practices more efficient and more difficult. And the guys are going to be working a little harder. So we're already seeing evidence of that here at practice today.
Even when they're doing like the slight jog,
Yeah.
they're still going faster than me sprinting.
Yeah, but that's
Like,
not
they're
hard.
flying.
That's not hard for anybody.
No, it's not. I have a nap halfway through. Make it to the 50-yard line and have a sleep.
Well, we've got lots of great stuff coming up in the show today, none of which has to do with the events of this past weekend in Bomberland. In fact, we're going to leave that behind from here on in. And it seems that the players have done the same because they were very quiet on Twitter this weekend. I don't know if you noticed that, but not a lot of commentary coming from the players, which is kind of a shock.
Nothing was really going on. So you're kind of sitting there going, so what are the players doing?
But again, well, you know what they're doing. They're being smart under the new coach, who they know takes a bit of a harder line. So anyway, the one person, of course, who never stops tweeting is Chris Garrett. And I just wanted to point this one quick tweet out, as we do check out Twitter every week. He posted this picture of Sveti with blue and gold bows in his hair. It was a screen cap from a show on TSN. I didn't see it, but I don't know what this was. And all he said was, ha, ha, ha. And Sveti's response on Twitter was, shut it, Garrett. Ha, ha, ha.
Lots of laughs going on between the two of them. When I first saw the picture, I actually thought that was the paintballs.
Oh,
so I thought it was still from the paintball thing.
We should find out how he healed, if that welt on the back of his neck is any better.
Nasty.
Nasty. Well, as you know, the Blue Bombers launched a scratch lottery program this year, and you can buy scratch tickets at the Bomber games. You can buy them at various outlets, and you have the opportunity, of course, to, as with all scratch tickets, win a little bit of money, but you can also win some really big prizes if you go on the web and enter your number. So one of the prizes is dinner with the defensive line. We had the opportunity, Rock and Rudy Gower and I had the opportunity to go with the D-line to dinner at 529 Wellington, along with the two winners, and guess what? Antics, lots of antics.
How many antics?
So many antics, and we're going to bring you those antics now and throughout the show. So here is part one of D-line dinner at 529.
Hi, Blue Bomber fans. Jason Vega here, defensive end. We're here at 529 Wellington to celebrate a little lottery winning for Gene and Hines tonight. Defensive line's going to be here. Some of us are just arriving as we speak, and we're going to have a nice meal. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here with Brandon Collier.
Yes, sir.
Former UMass Minuteman.
Yes, sir.
What do you think about this dinner we have tonight?
I mean, it's great, you know, get to party with the D-linemen and just enjoy the fan base, you know what I mean? I'm just excited to be here. Former Northeastern Husky, beat them 4 times in college, so.
I think we're done here. Thanks, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, none other than Kenny, the Commissioner Mainor. Where's your shirt?
It's on the way, man.
It's on the way.
Yeah, special order.
Special. See,
Yeah,
that's the type of attention that some of these guys get. I just had to go get mine. He's getting his delivered. That means thank you, if you didn't know that. Have you ever had 529 Wellington, sir?
No, but I plan to get the biggest steak they have. Okay, both hands, because it's going to be, I hope it's a big steak. I got this way. See, flipping that way. You got it.
See the flip?
See how I flipped it? See how you got to flip it.
It's the flip.
See that?
No show would be complete without having Alex Hall come in.
He brought up the IRs on the steak, right? And I was telling him, you know, you're so helpful with the IRs, you know, because you helped bring the IRs out of me on the field. Say, I kind of need your help to show the people the IRs. Do you mind? So you flip it. See how you flip it? See that? Tag team, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Hi-Ya.
Just for the people, man. Just for the people.
This is Kenny Mainor getting ready.
Yeah.
Hi-Ya through the bushes. It's so intense, you can't miss it. Okay.
This was the preferred group. We're very entertaining, very entertaining. 22-ounce rib steak. I want the big boy. Smoked salmon, long dry ribs. What are long dry ribs? Maybe good. I'll let you know.
You're not known as the big eaters.
I'll let you tell it.
Okay. We will see.
We just don't show it. Dark chocolate raspberry cheesecake or blueberry bread pudding. Why not both? Why not both?
I've been to a lot of fancy places before. There's a lot of silverware here.
Hey, man, like Titanic say, start from the outside in.
Yeah, I'm down with a fork, the steak knife. Well, what's all the other stuff for?
I think this is for spread. It's kind of like, this is like a shaving kind of tool.
You would shave with that?
It might work.
You're gonna help me? I don't know what to do.
I'm curious.
That's a good question. You've been to so many dinners and
I've been to a lot of fancy places before. Where's that server? Where did he go?
There's a simple rule.
Okay.
All right. Your bread plate is on your left.
Okay.
Start at the outside and work in.
So are you telling me that Brandon Collier, a UMass Minuteman, actually had the right idea?
I think he may have, if that's what he came up with.
Watched the movie Titanic last night.
1 Minute With, brought to you by Winnipeg U-Drive and Payless Car Rental.
We are going to take you back to the D-line dinner shortly, but right now we're going to talk to number 81, Cory Watson. Now, you're a guy, you've been around the team for a while. We've talked to you in the past, but we've never done a 1 minute with you. Right. And we thought of you this week because you had two of the highest jumps I've ever seen in a football game in the game against BC.
Screen it back this way, and a hurdle by Watson, and he's got a first down.
Take us through those couple of jumps there. Were you just trying to avoid injury, or what was going on?
Yeah, I was trying to avoid that big collision, because Dante Marsh, he was coming down real hard because he saw the screen coming, and it's more reactionary than anything else.
You don't normally see big leaps like that in a football game.
No, not really. I mean, I think the only one that I saw was Nick Lewis on Brady Brown, was it a couple years ago?
Okay.
Yeah, that was pretty cool too.
So how high is your vertical now? How could you jump for your highest without the momentum of running for me right now?
I would say probably 30 inches.
Let's see.
Okay.
I think you could jump over my head standing. I'm not even kidding. How is it? You played basketball when you were younger?
Yeah, when I was younger in high school, I used to play basketball, and I was known for my dunking skills.
Well,
yeah.
That makes a whole lot of sense now. All right, so we've got Labor Day coming up. Yes. What would be your favorite way to spend a long weekend?
A long weekend? Either to be cuddled up on my couch and watch some cartoons and go back and forth with some old movies.
What's your favorite cartoon?
Cartoons? I like Thundercats.
Thundercats!
Love it.
Yeah, like that. That's retro.
Yeah, real retro.
Now, okay, we've got Labor Day coming up. What's the worst job you've ever had?
Worst job? I was a busboy for was it breakfast diner? So that was person bad. I got confused in how the tips worked. I thought it was for the busboys rather than the waitress, but it was pretty rough.
I'm sure you got taught the correct person to get that money quickly.
I did.
Now, what is the weirdest taunt that you've ever heard, or the weirdest thing you've ever seen at a Riders game, or when you've played against the Riders?
That's funny. You see a lot of weird things when you play the Riders. So, I don't know. Maybe those melonheads. I think that's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. I've seen it on TV, but being there live, it's something unusual, yeah.
Now, of course, you were thrown out of the game early last year for throwing a punch.
Yes.
What does a guy do when he gets thrown out of the game early? What do you go do?
You hit the showers pretty much.
Yeah.
You hit the showers pretty early, and you get ready, and hopefully the coach is not too mad at you when he comes back in.
Well, but of course you're the guy who gets all the hot water for his showers.
Yeah, pretty much. So you have time to really soak in there. Yep.
All right, Cory Watson, thank you so much for this. Good luck against the Riders, and hopefully we'll start a new string of wins in the new regime. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
All right.
So So what exactly are we looking at here? I mean, I see paste. I don't see a lot of salad.
No, well, the greens are hiding right now, but they'll get here. But we got to make the dressing first.
Dressing, okay.
Yes, this is the Caesar salad dressing.
Pause.
What?
What is this?
This is the beginning of the Caesar dressing, sir.
Camera, please.
So we've mashed that up pretty good. We're gonna.
This is why I don't eat salad.
Some egg yolk.
Sorry, kids.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A little shot of Tabasco there.
5 shots of Tabasco.
Just gonna give this fresh lemon juice a little squeeze here.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's kind of surprising that Brian Turner's here, considering he has his own personal chef at home and he's seen this a million times.
We've seen this so many times. Is he doing this properly?
We've lost Brian Turner.
This stuff makes it thicker?
Nope. We're gonna toss some almonds in here. Not too many.
This just in, people. Vega has been put out as an official salad tosser.
You will keep in mind this is a PG show, so that when we say solid tassing, we're talking about
solid tassing. Thank you.
Thanks.
Hey, high five.
High five.
Hi.
There we go. How's it look?
We're good. We're getting it. That was Brandon Collier saying that the steak was going to be hitting.
That's like a Cleveland kind of accent, kind of lingo thing. Is that like project lingo? Is that project lingo?
From the suburbs.
Oh.
Any grocery store should carry everything that we've just used.
All of this, because I've never seen some of this.
Like what?
The mystery juice in this container here.
Olive oil?
Is that what that is?
The fabulous Blue Bomber Show steps up to the post. And at the 40, at the 30, at the 20, at the 10, it's a photo finish. That's your Assiniboia Downs Workhorse of the Week.
All right, we'll be back to the D-line dinner and very shortly, actually featuring one of these guys right here. Well, both of these guys here, actually. First off, Alex Hall, who had the Workhorse of the Week last week. Now, apparently you are giving it to
another defensive lineman, Kenny Mainor. I think he deserves it. Got his first sack of the year. Very happy. For me? Here you go.
He seems very excited. I'm worried that he's going to drop the horse here. Would you like to thank anybody, Kenny?
Oh, sorry.
Anybody you want to thank for this Workhorse, for your sack that occurred during the game?
Well, obviously I got to thank Alex Hall, right?
We got to keep this trophy in-house. No disrespect to the rest of the team. But.
It's definitely for us. So I'm passing it along to another D lineman next week. But I want to thank Coach Clemens, Coach Burke, and the rest of the defense, man, because without those guys, I wouldn't even have got to the quarterback.
Well, sir, we got a gift card here for you too from Moxie's. So let's go have some beverages now. How does that sound?
I got Moxie's. We winning right now, baby. Appreciate that.
The Workhorse of the Week is brought to you by Assiniboia Downs. Open year-round for horse racing, gaming, and dining. Go to asdowns.com for more information.
Hello, people of Winnipeg. I'm Glenn, and this is my friend Steve.
I'll always be living large.
We're always living large, and this week we're living large on Corden Avenue at GG Gelati. We're gonna make some gelati, eat some gelati, serve some gelati, and that's all I know to do with gelati. So let's get in there and have some fun. You ready, buddy?
Let's do this.
Woo!
42 flavors. Chocolates are most popular, and the white chocolate.
They all go crazy for the chocolate. Oh, this is not going to be easy. Ooh. Is that it?
Give it a little more.
Where do you want me to put it, John? This is crazy. There you go.
Wow.
I gotta wash my hand now. That was worth it, though.
You want a sample of anything, sir? Are you sure? These waffle cones are a hot item this time of year. That's a good looking gelati right there, folks.
Whoa. Run up on me there.
Painful to watch.
Imagine how our viewers feel.
Okay, now guys, we're gonna make the gelati. We're gonna make a lemon flavor today. We'll show you how it's done.
And you know what we're gonna cook it with? Indirect heat. Move your hips around like you're doing a
Give me a little music here, folks. You can't dance without music.
What's the neutral?
It's what makes it scoopable.
Oh. It smells like nothing.
Folks, look at this. Everything here, it's all from recycled goods.
Press this button to get it started. Both you get.
Okay.
No, I'll give you another job.
Okay, what's going on
They
here?
were doing like the ghost.
You ready for this?
Bring it in! More! Keep pouring! Oh, yeah! I can't hold it!
Every last drop goes in. In 8 minutes, presto.
No.
See.
That's something else.
Oh. Here at GG Gelati, it's very important that we're sanitary while we're sampling. It's a good thing to have a lot of spoons. John?
Yeah?
What's the difference here? Are these the fruits and these are the meats or what? What's that one there? Snickers?
Another happy customer. Takes a little bit getting used to, but it's
Gotta know your product.
gotta know your product, yeah.
It doesn't taste very good whenever you eat maple walnut before. Woo! Hurry, Steve, hurry! Looks like butter.
It's very popular.
Wow.
Is that a fat joke?
Tell it with your eyes. Tell it with your eyes.
Does it make you pucker?
I'd like to tell you what that makes me pucker.
Well, folks, another episode is over. Here at GG Gelati, had a great time. Sampled some great gelati. Glenn, how'd you like it?
I had a great time, Steve. We definitely need to do this again.
Should we thank John, the owner?
John, the owner, and all the fine people down here at GG Gelati's. Make sure you come down here. It's right on Corden. All sorts of great people watching and even better gelati. So, what do we do now?
What do you think?
Finish what we started. It's time now for the Rules Clinic.
Hi, y'all. I'm Glenn January from your Winnipeg Blue Bombers, and today I'm going to explain to you the no-end illegal formation rule. Basically, whenever you have a formation on an offensive set, you have to have 7 guys in the line of scrimmage, and those 2 guys have to cover up your tackles because anybody who wears a number between 50 to 69 is ineligible. So you can't go out for a pass. An eligible receiver has to cover up the tackles. So you'll have your 5 offensive linemen on line of scrimmage, and you have 2 guys on either end covering up the tackles. So whenever you don't do that, they'll call a penalty, and you know, the other team, you feel shame. So.
Illegal formation, no end, Montreal. 5-yard penalty. Repeat second down.
Usually that's offside defense, not this time.
The penalty is 5 yards or maybe more, and this has been the legal formation no tight end with me, Glenn January.
Everybody's not, you know, man enough or woman enough to take on the big boy. 22 ounces, baby. All in here.
So we were wondering a few of the stats that we've accumulated for the night. How much meat or steak had we eaten tonight?
By my calculations, about 228 ounces of beef. There was additional seafood prawns and things as well. It works out to be about 14 pounds.
14 pounds.
And I think there was only 15 people at the table, and a couple of them were smaller women.
Are you saying that those smaller women might have consumed most of that?
That's not exactly what I was driving at.
So most importantly, what kind of damage did we do today?
Well, with the taxes and so far, in case somebody else comes up with another one of those Those orders were at about almost $2,700.
$2,700. You heard that right, like 2700.
Thank you.
And that is the last of the antics from the D-Line dinner at 529 Wellington. $2,700 worth of food.
Now, I'm impressed that it's $2,700, but imagine if it's the offensive line.
Oh.
Like how much that bill would be like, probably quadrupled, I would
Do you
say.
honestly, let's put down a wager.
Okay, what are we talking? Well, dinner at 529 Wellington.
No, not betting you that. Well, no, seriously, what do you think? Double the D-Line?
I would say double the D-line on appies, and then I would say triple on entrees, and then the desserts, double again. So yeah, we're looking at a total of, man, that math's way too hard. A lot of money.
Okay, well, as it happens, you do still, what's the number, Rudy?
Would it be $5,400?
Might be $5,400. We don't do math on this show. As it happens, clearly, as it happens, you do actually have an opportunity still to win dinner with the offensive line. It is one of the prizes on the Blue Bomber Scratch Lottery. So if you pick up one of the scratch tickets, $5, you could still win a little bit of money back. And also you have the chance, not only could you win dinner with the offensive line at 529, you could win 10 years worth of season tickets to the Blue Bombers. 10 years at Investors Group Field.
I would again add the math up to find out how much that cost, but we're not going to go there.
No,
we just saw how much it
seriously,
failed.
Talk about a prize. Like 10 years worth of season tickets, that's fantastic.
That's a huge prize, and of course everybody wants tickets for the games, and then you won't have to worry about them ever again.
Absolutely.
You just don't have to.
So you can pick up your Scratch Lottery tickets at the Bombers store. You can get them at games. So make sure you grab one of those, and then you just have to enter the number on the bottom on the web to get entered for the experiential prizes. And again, you could win some of those great trips out. It's really fantastic.
I love the offensive line just going for dinner, and you're sitting right next to them, and you'd be worried about your food.
Yeah, probably.
Like your plate of food, just like sitting there guarding it as much as you can. Please don't eat my food.
Listen, folks, don't forget to get your photoshopped photobomb photos in. Photoshop photobomb photos. This is an example of what we're looking for here, as sent to us by Baba Jet on Twitter. So if you can Photoshop up a really creative Blue Bomber related photo, send it to us, and if you've won, we will let you know. We're going to extend this unto next week. Into next week, Rudy?
Do unto others as you would have done unto you.
Unto you next week?
Definitely not into.
Anyway, we're extending this to next week. So please make sure you send those in. And again, we'll let you know if you've won. Also, we are doing our weekly giveaway. You get a gift card to the Blue Bomber store here at the stadium. Thank you to Alan, Maria, Tara, and everybody in the store. We love them down there. What is the trivia question?
Oh, well, which player from last week at paintball said or admitted that it hurts? The paintballs, they hurt. Who said that?
If you know, you can send us the answer on Twitter at FBBSWPG. You can send it to us on Facebook, or you can email it to us at fabulousbluebombershow@shaw.ca. And if you've won that, we will also contact you and let you know. Before we go, one last thing to mention. Next week on the show, you and Jay from Musical Moment with Jay will be trying out for the Blue Bomber Cheer Squad.
Oh yeah, check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Yes, we're going to be cheering.
Well, this coincides with the fact that the Blue Bomber Cheer Squad is releasing its calendar, and they'll be having a big party at Tijuana Yacht Club on the 8th of September. They're going to do a Spud and Steak deal. They're going to have a social. There's going to be giveaway tickets to the Banjo Bowl. You name it. Huge party down there, and there's a limited number of calendars that are going to get printed up. So if you want one of them, make sure you get down there for September the 8th. It's going to be a really big party, and you're going to want to be there.
Well, and remember that I'm actually going to be February, the month of February. Jay will be March.
No,
it's going to happen. We're going to be in the calendar. We're probably going to make.
You know
the cheer
why?
squad,
Because people couldn't unsee that. If we put that, you can't unsee what you've seen. It'll be etched onto your brain. No, we won't let that happen.
From February for the rest of their lives.
Folks, thanks so much for tuning in. Make sure you let everybody that you know living in Western Canada on the Shaw Network know that we are on Shaw Video On Demand. All of the episodes from this year are up now, so you can tell all your family and friends to watch the Fabulous Blue Bomber Show. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you next week.
Lunge it out.
No, don't. Stop it. Brody, stop it.
The Fabulous Blue Bomber Show on Shaw TV. To see past episodes or contact the show, visit us online at shaw.ca/FBBS. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, or email us at fabulousbluebombershow@shaw.ca.
Hey, you have more arms on me.
Oh.
You take one, I take one.
Wow. Good Lord. I'm practicing tomorrow. I'll tell you, you gotta, bring it in. Bring in the interview and then show.
I thought we were already in there. We're rolling.
I know, are we rolling?
He's been rolling the whole. So I've been interrupted from my fine steak. 22-ounce rib steak, excuse me.
Worth like $5 a ball.
1995?
Yes.
Well, they say the 90s was the good time, so.
Is that Shakespeare?
I don't know.
I don't really know either. I'm gonna lunch.
Good thing that you mentioned that. You actually do still have an opportunity. I am having a hard time talking.
Doing it again.
Over the top.
Opportunity. Chance.
I don't know too much about the silverware, but I do know that this is a protective device.
We don't have limitations. I might just get all of the options.
Dessert?
You know what? I'm a cheesecake guy too.
I'm not really a fan overly of cheesecake, but it sounds delicious.
You're right. You're right. Do you think we could probably get both, even though it says or?
I'm not going to push my luck. I'm just,
All right.